Hi all, Jessie P. Scrapbooking back with another process video. This one is for Mixed Media Mayhem and it is the hop. And so we are going to be using this scrap lift by Janet Fritz. And I am going to be using these three pictures with my, cut them down so they make like little, um, yeah, they go across the middle just like she does in her layout. So she has three smaller photos. It looks like it's her and her grandson in the center. And I am doing these three littler, I'm going to cut these down to three littler pictures of my niece throwing a shot put. So hers is done in greens and golds, and mine will be done in reds and blacks, mostly red. So figuring out how I want the pictures to lay. The one I didn't cut down quite enough, so I'm cutting it down just a little bit more and putting them in the order of her throw. And then I'm going to use this really cute little stencil here. It's a whole bunch of circles, all different sizes. And then I'm going to use my puffy paint and I'm going to go through the stencil and just kind of like what she did, where she had just the two different colors, went through the stencil wherever, and I am not going to let mine mix at all, just because black and red don't really mix very well. In my opinion, like the black would just overdo it all anyway, and yeah, so I'm just going to do different spots of red and different spots of black, more red than black. So I got this stencil on Amazon, and then the little palette knife I'm using I got from the dollar store. There's a little package of um, yeah, palette knives and I don't know, a couple different things, and only $1, and I really like them. So they work great for this. And so here's where I'm going to put a little bit of black on this side. And I'll put a little bit of black on this side here. And not a lot of the black shows, but that's okay. It's just a hint of it because their school colors are actually red and white with a little bit of an accent of black. So that's kind of what I was going for. I grabbed out this other piece of paper here. It's not really cardstock, but it is a lot thicker than printer paper. So it's like a happy medium between printer paper and cardstock. And so I'm going to use it to just give my pictures a white border all the way around. So while I'm cutting this down, I want to remind everyone this is the last Friday of the month, which means that our Mixed Media Mayhem Facebook group is joining in with us regulars on Mixed Media Mayhem Friday. And so there's going to be a lot more links down below of people playing along with this hop this Friday. So I've picked out a whole bunch of stickers from a whole bunch of sticker books. And then I did grab my hole punch and I punched out three different black and white patterns that I liked from the bigger blocks on the sticker books, like the Happy Planner sticker books. And I'm going to use those and make some flares because she does have flares in her layout. I did set this off and to the side so that it dried, and it's like 90% dry. I think it's a tiny bit tacky, but it doesn't smudge or nothing, so it's dry enough. And I was just going to lay them straight down onto the page, and then I decided I wanted all three pictures popped up. And so I went and I got my fun foam, and I'm popping the um, pictures up, and I'm like that because then I don't have to worry about, like, when I put my flare on, I can tuck it right underneath the pictures. And so get on back in line there. I do use glue and ATG to adhere this down just to make sure that nothing falls off. And yeah, I think add some more fun foam on this one too. I figured it was a little too much space on the sides. I thought it might start dipping down. So add that in. So I think this is the first time my niece ever threw shot at school and a track meet, and she did really, really good. Um, and she liked it. She had a lot of fun. It might have been, she might have thrown it the year before, and then, but I'm not sure. I don't think she did though. So, so all these stickers are just from sticker books, like from planner sticker books. So there's a lot of labels and little circles and just a whole bunch of different things. And I went through and I picked out everything that was in the red tones and the blacks and dark grays. And um, I can't remember what like everything says, but I know there's a lot of hooray. So there's, I think, 3 different hoorays on here. And I remember a sweet smile, I think. So this top cluster, I wanted to make sure I put it on here. And because Janet had a top cluster in hers with a flare, so I'm having a top cluster with a flare. I'm trying to make sure all the colors are represented up there. And I'm liking that. And I have these little tiny stickers in the red tones that are little hearts and stars in circles. So I'm making sure I'm adding those to each of the clusters. And here I'm doing my bottom cluster. I want to put a little frame and then I can't remember what that sticker says. Something about making plans or something. And then that's where I put the remember, and it has a spot for a date, another flare, and yeah. So I'm just filling out these 3 cluster spots. I'm liking that. And then I noticed that where I was going to put my title, it's really full. So I'm going to change the title because that's where Janet's was in the bottom. So I was going to put it in the same spot. And instead, there's this empty spot up here at the top of the picture where my red dots and my black dots kind of just made a perfect spot to put this title as Moments. And I'm going to add it in here and kind of follow the empty space that was left from the dots. So they are not in a straight line, but I like it. So my title is just Moments, and that is it. Oh, I was wrong. I do add a sketchy border all the way around in a red Sharpie. Well, it's a off red Sharpie. And I like that. And I add the date at the bottom while I remembered. And there we go. This layout is done. I had a lot of fun. Make sure you go and check out everybody else that is playing along. And thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe.